Matrixx to Roadshow fans, we are back with another video. We're going to be talking about the MCU because as of right now, guys, things are not looking good whatsoever for the MCU. Now, at the end of Avengers Endgame, Robert Downey Jr.'s character Iron Man actually took the Infinity Gauntlet and snapped his fingers, brought everybody back, but in turn, he actually died. And Robert Downey Jr. has not been in any MCU movie since then. Neither has Chris Evans also as well. Now, Infinity War was a great comic book movie, one of the best ever. Endgame hasn't really aged that much for me. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure that the MCU would love to get back to the days of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Now, I believe when they actually were doing Ironheart, I believe there was some rumors out there about Robert Downey Jr. actually coming back and like doing a voice of like this computer system or something like that. Never really heard much about it. But right now, guys, as of now, the MCU is dead. The Marvels with Brie Larson, a complete flop. The lowest grossing MCU movie of all time. So where does the MCU actually go from here? Because they're putting out flop after flop after flop. Nobody cares about the MCU. Well, what are they going to do? Well, it seems like, guys, that they are going to panic and beg Robert Downey Jr. to actually come back. Yeah, this kind of caught me by surprise. I actually saw this, I believe, like a few days ago. But let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. So first, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday. Just starts at $5 per month. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Right here on Bounding in the Comments. Robert Downey Jr. seemingly confirms MCU return. Suggests news is, quote, not just ready or not just yet ready to announce. So right there, he's saying he's coming back. And really, guys, the MCU needs him at this point. Because Iron Man 2008, man, that was really, where the MCU started to take off. I mean, he was the face of the MCU. And without him, man, it's been going downhill. It says here, following a recent spike in rumors and speculation regarding the possibility that the franchise may pull such a desperate move as a last resort with which to save its continually plummeting reputation, Robert Downey Jr. has seemingly confirmed that he is in fact gearing up to grace the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a further appearance as his iconic incarnation of Iron Man. Now, I'm curious, how are they actually going to bring him back? Now, we've seen them do a bunch of time travel and stuff like that. They actually did that bringing Loki back because Loki was dead. Now they have the Loki TV show. So I guess maybe it's possible, they're going to do some type of a time jump or multiverse to bring him back. And I believe that a lot of people are probably actually not fond of the multiverse stuff that much. I mean, if you do it in moderation, it's probably okay. But I think right now we're starting to see a lot of this multiverse stuff here. But anyway, it says the actor first let slip this hint as to his red and gold clad future doing an appearance on the January 10th episode of his friend and fellow actor Rob Lowe's Literally with Rob Lowe podcast. Therein, roughly 15 minutes into their time together, Downey Jr. finds himself receiving an apparently important phone call, at which he asks his host, quote, "I'm sorry, should I take this?" Taking note of the urgency with which his guest deferred to the call, Lowe responded by playfully pressing, "Is that some Marvel shit? Are you going to break some stories here?" In turn, the Oppenheimer star sighed, "Not just yet." His mind now turned to the topic of Downey Jr.'s potential return to Marvel. Lowe then joked, "You know what I say? That phone is going to ring, baby. And I want to be on that call." Quote, "I want to be negotiating for you," he continued. "I know what your deal is. Here's what you do. You go. I'll come back and I'll play Tony Stark for you guys since you effed everything up. But I want $1 gazillion. And I actually know what that number should be. And I want first dollar gross of every ensuing movie. I believe that Robert Downey Jr. actually made something like $75 to $100 million off of Endgame. I mean, he was the guy. But he goes on, it says, quote, "That sounds quite hostile," his guests laugh in response. At which point he then hard pivoted the conversation away from the MCU and towards a discussion of Lowe's own history as an excellent negotiator. Word that Marvel may be looking to Downey Jr.'s universally beloved take on the Armored Avenger to reverse the post-Avengers Endgame damage done by their franchise was first in November 2023, courtesy of Variety executive editor, film and media, Tatiana Siegel's now famous Crisis at Marvel expose. So, is there a possibility that Robert Downey Jr. is actually coming back? You know, since he's pretty much all but confirmed that. And I think that I think it's definitely a possibility. Now, they're going to throw a bunch of money at Robert Downey Jr. But one of the problems, you know, with all of these movies that's been put out is the budgets. The budgets have gotten completely out of control. I mean, we're talking about movies that are bombing, you know, getting $200 million at the box office, costing $300 million, you know, production budget. Not with reshoots or not with marketing. I mean, it's just insane how much those budgets are right now. I mean, it's just crazy. But the MCU needs him. The MCU needs Robert Downey Jr. more than he actually needs him. I saw him in Oppenheimer, man. He was fantastic. He really was. That was a great movie, by the way. And it's actually going to be coming out on is it on Matt's next month? It's some streaming service, but it's actually available right now if you guys haven't seen it. That's a great movie. But anyway, back to the MCU, man. Yeah, they need him. They really, really definitely need Robert Downey Jr. To come back. And it's been going around on social media a bit. I mean, they're panicking, man, because everything they're putting out is just hot garbage. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Rhodes Show fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.